You're in drop coverage here. If you're Charles Bassey right here, when this pass gets made, just recover onto Sengun and you'll be fine. Why are you look at this gamble. Why can't you just play defense? All right, look at this Spurs player right here. You can't stand in the middle of nowhere in transition. You got to find somebody to guard right here. Okay, because look, you're standing in total no man's land. So look, this player wants you to switch, but you're still dallying in no man's land. So you're not going to be able to guard. Okay, if you are Keita Bates Diop, you have to sprint all the way. It doesn't matter that this is the man you're guarding. See, look at Keita Bates Diop jogging. So if you'd been sprinting the whole way, now you're here. And there's no place for this player to go. But you were jogging. Get organized in transition. This player here has got to say that he's got the ball, so this Spurs player knows to go here. Like, you got two people guarding the ball. Have to be in the gaps on drop coverage. So right here, this player here has got to move over here, okay? His right foot should be parallel to the block, left foot out wide stance. So when this player comes this way, you're stunting, you're getting the dribble picked up, and you're recovering. You can't look at this player. You can't let this player's dribble just stay alive forever. Okay, so right now, this ball gets thrown out here. This player is rotating here. This player is coming to the corner. That means this player has to guard this Rockets player. Now, you got to get in front of this Rockets player so you can box him out, or you don't get sealed in the post. You can never guard. You can't guard this Rockets player like this. So yeah, offensive rebound goes right to Houston. An awful switch. If you are switching the screen, you got to stay level to the screener. Look at this right here. I mean, come on. What are you doing? If this is a switch, you should be here so you're ready to guard. Like, look at this. Look at how far under you are. Okay, this player does a nice job being in the gaps. Okay, you're in drop coverage off of a ball screen. Okay, so right now this player just picked his dribble up. Okay, so you need to be getting back now. This player can guard underneath. His dribble's gone. You need to leave. Like, you're another ball screen right here. Okay, stop. So if this big is opening his hip up this way and forcing this player here, then Devontae Grant, well, you can never guard like this anyways with your back to the sideline, but you got to get your back to the baseline. You got to be in the gaps here. So when this player comes this way, you can just stunt. You don't have to move your feet. You're in a defensive stance. Your feet are set. You'll be able to recover. But if this player's forcing this Rockets player this way, there's got to be somebody in the gaps. Okay, this shot goes up right here. Stop. The Spurs player needs to be sprinting back now, okay? As opposed to complaining. Look, watch him complain in a second here. Complain at a dead ball. Look at this. Get back. Look at this Spurs player. Look at him complaining. What? Can't guard like this. Look at this player's back to the ball. You have to see what's going on with the ball. Like, the Spurs are in drop coverage right now, so you have no idea what's going on with the ball. If you did, you'd know I got to slide over here and be in backside help. Like, this pass can't get made, but you are nowhere to be found. This just cannot happen. This is off of a make. What is this Spurs player doing? Could you please find somebody to guard, like right here, instead of standing in no man's land? I mean, come on. This is terrible one-on-one defense by the Spurs player. Get your hand off of Alperen Sengun. Look at this. You got your hands on Alperen Sengun. How are you going to slide your feet if he comes this way? You're not. What is this Spurs player doing? Like, you're guarding one-on-one just fine right now. Why all of a sudden are you angling this player here where there's no help? So, did you think something different was going to happen? Somebody for the Spurs has to know that one of these Rockets players is cherry picking. So right now, as soon as this player goes up for a shot, like right now, this player should start sprinting back and this player. Or one of them. But none of them do. So, okay, so this player clearly cannot guard Jalen Green one-on-one, okay? It just is very apparent at the end of this play, as you'll see. So this player then, if that's the case, this player got to slide. You should be rotating to the ball anyway. You should be sliding over. And then this player should be forcing Jalen Green here. I can stunt. I can recover, all right? Like, you can't just get cooked without anyone helping you. This is just transition defense right here. It's a loose ball. So if you're the Spurs player, you should already start to get back. If San Antonio gets the ball, you can come back in the play. But not only does he not get back, he's going towards the ball. What? How is this a 3-on-2 now? This is a horrible switch. Like, you have to be prepared. You have to communicate. So right now, if you want to switch this, it has to be like, right now this player's got to be up, okay? Because when this player comes off, you got to be ready to switch. And this player's coming here. But no one, there's not one, neither of these Spurs players are ready to switch. Okay, so the Spurs switch this, and this player's fine. This is a totally unnecessary double team. This player's guarding the ball fine. Why is this player coming over here? What? What? Really bad off-ball defense here. Okay, so this player right here, stop. You need to have your back to the baseline. Like right now, back to the baseline in a defensive stance, by the way, which you're not. Look at your feet. All right? Feet set. So now this player here, when this player comes here, I'm just stunting. I'm not moving my feet. I'm in a defensive stance. My feet are set. I'm going to recover. But, I mean, you're not in a defensive stance. Your feet keep taking you inward, and you're going to gamble. So that's how this takes place.